We're up here at Reelfoot Lake at Blue Bank Resort with Tim Blackley. And Tim, a lot of times you catch crappie in places that most folks wouldn't even think of looking for crappie. Tell me about some places you found like that.
Well, for example, here on Reelfoot, a lot of these duck holes, people duck hunt in. There'll be a grass hole that they've cut out back in the weeds and stuff. And a lot of times we find crappie back in there. It's real shallow, maybe 2 foot deep. Have to go back in a canal. And a lot of times in the spring we find crappie back there. We catch them good casting in those situations. Like a culvert, sometimes feeding a ditch coming into a lake or something. We find them at the base of the culvert sometimes. We fish those kind of places. It's not normally fished. Um, you know, a lot of clean banks. Fish use migration routes going to spawn. You might go up a bank that you think's not anything there, and you'll end up catching fish on it.
How deep's the deepest you ever caught crappie before, Tim?
I guess the deepest we've ever caught fish was about 30 foot, and that was at Alabama River. We caught some fish at 30 foot, and that's about as deep as we've ever caught them.
Now, what makes crappie go that deep?
Well, this was in the early fall of the year. They'd had a hot summer down there, and fish are just like people. I mean, they want to be comfortable, so they're going to go to whatever depth of water where they have oxygen, where it's cool, where they feel comfortable. And, at that point in time, water temperature was still in the high 80s, and these fish had just gotten down to where they were comfortable. I mean, it's what they was looking for.
What's the shallowest you ever caught crappie, and how'd you catch them?
Probably 10 inches of water to a foot, and that would be casting, a little jig up to them.
What makes them be in that shallow of water?
Well, most of the time it's springtime when they spawn. They're going to get up in shallow water to spawn, most of them. Not all fish go to shallow water, but, August, you're not going to find fish in 10, 12 inches of water. I mean, they're going to go deeper, but, in the springtime, you can catch them in a foot of water or less.
Okay.